So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about how, well, this is just going to be a casual talk because I really didn't have much planned, but I did see a video on YouTube today that was about not being dull and boring. And I just loved the whole concept of what she spoke about and the things that she shared. And so I kind of just wanted to share my perspective on it, and how categories can limit you and suppress certain aspects of yourself. And so before we get into the video, I just want to introduce myself. If you do not know who I am, my name is Amber Turner, and I am the author of You Choose Your Outfit, with outfit being the metaphor for your reality and experience. I'm also the author of 365 Beliefs on How to Glow Up. And so this is a prompted journal for every single day and transforming your belief system. And also, before we get into it, I also want to say I'm starting a 21-day challenge, I Am Lovable challenge, where you can download my free audio. It's a transformational audio on I Am Lovable, and we're going to meditate on it for 21 days. So this is to transform your belief to I am worthy, I am lovable, and I am deserving. And so I'm really excited about this 21-day challenge, and to be a part of the 21-day challenge. Definitely join our text group. Text 365 Beliefs, and that's one word, 231996. So that's really fun. That starts November 30th next week, and I'm super excited about that. I've actually been meditating on the audio for a while now, and I've seen tremendous transformation in my own life. And so I'm excited to do this with you all as well. And so I want to talk about, categories and, this thing, because in her video, she talked about how we have, different aspects of ourselves. And, a lot of times the reason why we label ourselves or we want to be considered in certain categories is we want a sense of belonging. But the problem with that is it often can suppress certain aspects of who we are. And we are multifaceted. We have so many different aspects of ourselves, and that's a beautiful thing. And we can almost limit ourselves in our passion and living passionately when we are trying to label ourselves and be part of certain categories or genres or anything like that. And so I wanted to talk about that because I think it's so important, because I've always been of the mindset that I hate categories. Like, I always feel like people want to categorize, they have to make themselves feel comfortable. They want to put you in a category. They want to put you in a box that makes them feel comfortable. So they know how to relate to you, I suppose. I don't know perhaps that's it. But like, even when it comes to politics, we have to be either one side or the other side. You can't see different aspects of what you might agree with and what you might agree with on the other side too. Like, it has to be one or the other. And even like how I eat, like, I pretty much eat like a vegan. But I don't label myself as a vegan, because if I want to stray outside of that, then people will have judgment on that. And it's so interesting how we feel the need to box ourselves in a category, and it doesn't allow us to live freely. Like, even with what I do, I talk about spirituality, I talk about belief systems, subliminals, hypnosis, I'm being trained to be a therapist, but that doesn't mean that I can't be funny or have a different side of myself. And typically, like, if you think of like someone in spirituality and they're talking about that kind of thing, they their sense of humor might not be up to par, I don't know. But like, what I'm saying is, when we put ourselves in categories, when we limit ourselves, when we put ourselves in a box, that it almost prevents us from living life freely and passionately. Because at the end of the day, you are multifaceted. You do have different aspects of yourself. Now, if you categorize yourself as a certain type of person, then it doesn't allow you to then stray to another side of yourself that you might suppress that one side of yourself to be solely in that category, if that makes sense. And so one of the things that she was saying too is that it's like, to fit in different categories, to fit in certain groups, and to fit into certain boxes, we suppress certain aspects of ourselves. And that is not going to allow you to live passionately and be fully in who you are, fully in who you are. And I know for me, it's so interesting because it's not often like, well, I don't choose to be, I always say I hate categories, and I don't choose, because people ask me questions all the time and they're like, oh, so you're this. I'm like, I didn't say that. But it's oftentimes other people. And that can also, when other people put you in a box, that can affect you as well. And so I want to encourage you to explore those different aspects of yourself, because that's what makes life beautiful. That's what makes life full of passion. And I just believe in being in our passion energy and being passionate about life and living, and that kind of that's what makes life enjoyable. And so I wanted to share something out of my journal, actually, that I thought would be fitting for this video. And it's from day 250. I am proud to be unique. There is only one me, and I honor this truth. And so, with it being only one you, that means like honoring the full spectrum of who you are and loving that, not having to suppress certain aspects of yourself just because maybe you or others feel like, because of a category, a group, or whatever, you can't explore that side of yourself. And I know, even like with sexuality, we don't often talk about this, and that's not something that she even mentioned in the video, but I do see this a lot. Like, if you are a mother, you don't have that side of yourself anymore for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. But because of that label of mother, we're almost shamed for exploring that side of ourselves. And so it's important to honor all of you. All of you. Doesn't mean you have to express all of you, but honor all of you, all that, that side of you and those different aspects of yourself. And I'm guilty of this too. I'm not like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm guilty of it. Like, even in the space of giving advice and sharing my insights on spirituality and changing your beliefs and things like that, your mindset. Oftentimes in this realm, this space, people present themselves a certain way, and you have to be serious, and you can't have fun, and you can't laugh, and and that kind of thing. You have to talk a certain way and that kind of thing. But I think it's important to be you and be unique and and honor that, and explore those different aspects. If you ever found yourself, well, I can't think of let's just say I'm a vegan. Well, that's not a good example for what I'm trying to say. But whatever category you've been labeled, put into, you've been boxed into, what other aspects of yourself can you explore? that makes you feel fully alive and passionate about life, because it's in our full selves, all aspects of ourselves is where that passion is, where we can explore and flow in and out of those different aspects of ourselves. And so I just wanted to share that because I found her video very insightful and very informative. How, oftentimes we categorize, I think in the video she said something like we categorize ourselves in typically three categories. But when you really think about it, there's so many different aspects of ourselves, than more than just three. And so being able to express ourselves and feeling safe in that, and being able to really like embrace those sides of ourselves, how amazing that is, and the feeling that comes from that. And that honestly, when it comes to manifesting too, when we can explore these different aspects, that's going to help us with our manifesting, because you have to be specific. You have to have an idea of what you're wanting for your life. And if you don't explore who you are, that's a really big challenge. Like, that's going to be a challenge for you if you don't really know those different aspects of yourselves. Because sometimes, like I said, when we group ourselves and we categorize ourselves, we're limiting ourselves to whatever that category and group is. And so we are essentially, when you do that, when you do that, you're essentially allowing those categories to determine what you manifest, what you want to bring into your life, instead of like you exploring that for yourself. So anyways, you guys, I just wanted to share that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I do videos on business, life, and everything in between. I also talk a lot about feminine energy and on this channel. So that's something that I'm definitely passionate about. And that's all. And I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.